their freedom is being restricted and how much their belief system is being molded by whichever country that they're living in. And this will like bother them at school. So what the boss is saying is how they will feel like my intelligence is being impacted by my boss. Why? 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 So you have to understand these type of paradigms. And one thing we see, especially with Jupiter in the 12th house, is that a person will become quite, financially savvy. For them, the financial stability and overstability is very important. And this will be very true in a female chart where she would want a husband who has good income and can provide her with the material goods through his intelligence. And they'll look for an extremely intelligent person, especially when it comes to making money. You could be a PhD, right? You could be, a great historian and scholar. But if through your intelligence you are not making that big money, this person will not be so interested. Then the other thing we also see is that this is a person who will kind of always preach their spouse, will always become the beacon of hope and beacon of light and beacon of information for their spouse. Like for some, this is actually why the Jupiter position a very strong position to have a great married life, especially with this particular Jupiter. When a person goes to foreign land, foreign places, their life kind of like blossoms. Okay. But like I said, on the contrary, it brings in big expenses. But the person is the one who's responsible for it. And also what thing you do to Jupiter is that a person will give huge donations to spiritual organizations and foundations. They'll love giving big. And one's guru.
Started applying hot onto my face, later hot air and this and that onto my face to make my face burn actually started. I just washed my face and applied beauty powder. Started having problem.
Say you're free. They're like, hey, we're going to go to this place in a big group. Come on along. So you will do that. And Jupiter here doesn't necessarily delay any marriage, doesn't postpone any marriage, doesn't bring disharmony in a marriage. Jupiter is actually quite helpful in this place. Now, especially from 36 onwards, when a person is 36, this particular Jupiter will suddenly attract a person to search for a guru. Suddenly, the karma to search for a guru begins from the age of 36. Before that, you could be busy with your work, you could be busy with your business stuff. Once that age comes in, you're going to you're going to be on a search. Because it's in your past life, this particular position will show that you did not follow your guru or didn't follow the instructions of the guru. And later you felt that guilt, but now you're here to deal with that by just first searching profusely for a guru before obeying their commander of travel with them or going with them somewhere. Okay, because everything is only there because of our own top life karma. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Jupiter in the 12th house of your D9 dimension chart. If you're good about sharing it, subscribe to the most streaming of these type of videos, and if you want to know where your Jupiter plays, all leaders to lost will detail it for scrap and share. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Jupiter, what you are with Jupiter in the 12th house of your leader of the chart. I know I somehow missed the chronological order because sitting at home, not being able to go along, not being too crazy, right? Crazy. So, I'm trying to control my career. I am fixing this meeting. So, yes, chronologically, I was supposed to do Jupiter, so let's do Jupiter in the 12th house of your leader in the chart. And if you do not know, if you have Jupiter in the 12th house of the chart, and how was the position along with other planets in your birth chart, all the astrological details, check out my there, check out my full astrological report, including my books, presentations, and links to my academy, my astrology academy, where I'm currently teaching ascendant and planets through the Shastra. So, let's start with Jupiter in the 12th house of Tina and Lansha. So first of all, what is the Namansha chart? Well, Namansha chart is a chart of your married life. Namansha represents the inner core of your planet, the strength of your planet. It's what you develop into. It's what is the karma that is to be through the birth planet. That is Namansha chart. And literally can be read as an independent chart if a person has an accurate time of birth. So here, 12th house, as you know, represents the bed pleasures, represents the expenses and foreign travel and spiritual progress through marriage. Okay, through spouse. So like when spouse comes in, what happens with this user? Now, this is going to differentiate with man and woman. So especially if you look at a woman's chart, you can see that a woman will leave her spouse in a foreign country, foreign place, or in a foreign state. Like, you know, you could be in that country or continent where if you just go like 400 miles out, it's going to be a completely different country, culture, religion, beliefs in God, and food. So it'd be like you know, just go 200 to 300 miles away from wherever you are. You're going to see like it's like a foreign place. So you're going to find your spot in a foreign place. But I also see a person in general, whether men or women, will have big expenses occur in life where, especially when they travel, they want to do everything big. They want to get the best flight, the best hotel, the best restaurant booking, the best resort. You know, they want to, you know, even book the best car and limo to go somewhere. Because Jupiter is extravagant. Jupiter is big. Jupiter is expansion. And 12th house generally, for everybody, does not represent spirituality. It really represents our daily work. You know, not everybody's going to be a spiritual yogi unless we see other planets and how they're behaving. So here they like to do things big, and that's where Jupiter will definitely give great sleep, especially after birth of your children through marriage. So when marriage happens and your children come in, you will see somehow your sleep becomes very sound. And this is only if Jupiter is